Yo, assalamualaikum badi gulu. Assalamualaikum atol men be jibirola sainte ngal tento ngal jay ngal bismillah program moto. Just want to confirm malum fo atol men be jibirola. Facebook for bifanal be moyin kan fo almantra moyin kan. Just to confirm that. Please atol men be jibirola Facebook alam bonyo kumpajan ni betente na dia mola for album boy kan Let me just confirm that for album boy kan for almantra moy ka atol men be Facebook jibirola sainte. Facebook atol men be jibiro la je ale mbonde kumpa fo albe moy kanne ba ngala response badu janembe tenten na kachala. I try to atol men be jibiro la Facebook albe moy kanne ba so I'm yet to see any comment ka verify ko fo albe moy rolal fo almantra moy rolal ngal batun do manding Facebook please atol men be jibiro la je ale mbonde kumpa albe moy rolal fo almantra moy rolal YouTube atol men be ji atol be moy kanne ko de any other platforms. Wait a minute, let me verify jump on IGB. Okay. Okay. So I'm good. I'm good. I'm good from about verify camera. Okay, ala barka wake ngal tentu ngal jay nga atol jibe lalu ngal be kontong ngal be tentu ngal be jay mutanan bi programme wala memuna political discussion soti nga itendi nyame rek ko UDP be funtina UDP be dollel nga narrative ni control and thing about ala bala kila hormo 2026 albe wojalale akoyma ngoto ma ngi kontom bake good morning Lamin Bajo good morning labarka bake Valli Biay good morning ngalbe kontom bake kafu sanyang sanyang balla fa gojala okay labarka bake so ngamol be tendu ngalbe jay na kunun programo nga kachaki jankali ko benala part 1 na part 2 and bila bekel part 3 but bila part 3 tani banin ku dole dundula nyokono be dundula nyokono nyaadile bawo ku jamalal funtita min yalon ko nyanna ke be kachala wokono bewol be kachalal ngebe dundu nyokono ala baraka bake Mustafa Daw. Good morning brother. Kunun aliyajele iko ngamira almost 9 to 10 political parties coalition owning with the NPP iko wallali la mega rally ke fongol ka fay nyari la mega rally ke monto yake combo sukuta bari yalon rally nyin keda men kama desan ki jafaro la keda ki jafaro la keda 2026 men ga nyawolin nanteng desan aliye alla alpha bendu nyamen alaji uselu nom kunda dabo wole jibbe trigger wole nyimbe trigger alla bendu ndiro keda momam mojo momam kodi di mola molu fundita katela best law can manifest to their leadership memo alaji usenu no mukunda dawati our possible president of the Gambia come 2026 inshallah alaji usenu la bendondiro ka fo mem funtintaji has triggered a lot of discomfort within the ruling party and in other so-called opposition parties wala ya sabong NPP ajarate inila jin coalition obey almost 8 to 9 10 different political parties. Of course, dolbe je wol munyambo ka follelti dolbe je wol nila musol ni dingol na mala bula political party, but since it is registered, so we must, give them that respect. We must accord them with that respect. They have a political party. Political parties like Citizens Alliance, GMC, Henry Gomez Party and in other few parties. Most of these parties were not a political party. They just people many along they were fortunate enough to register the political party, and now they don't even have anybody. Now man came from la musolti and few relatives. Amantamuala or countrywide. Countrywide, they can't even secure maybe 5,000 votes. They can't. It has no 5,000 votes countrywide. Of course, presidential election some political parties the number of votes they may receive 14,000 throughout the entire Gambia. So when those political parties new agitate UDP presence, UDP power to control the narratives, that is normal. Let's now understand this is what is going to happen because alay fenne din tolla me alon ko itol jamabe ko ne ba nyinin kam for more than 30 years ke masoto no for more than 20 something years they couldn't have it. But let's look at MPP la rally yameke sukuta. MPP literally aliya video jale among allegation notice, so we are not going to use the word allegedly because ngajelo on videos MPP members, people many along they wore NPP t-shirts, people many along ke motorcycle kan, complaining that NPP mela kodolu dealer because they hired them to join the rally with their motorcycles, and at the end of the day they're going to give them 3,000 Gambian dollars. They're going to give them dollars will saba purunyin kamalako ye NPP t-shirt odung ila motorcycle ol men be bulo kono yedum convoy nyin kono ina e bori NPP la sonko nyi ye jo wili sabala dal si wili sabala kuno aliya wo video telephone dinkel be complain kan ko e mention nakela ko do dila after ye use fay dunda NPP la rally nyin kono dunda crowd nyin kono e man sonke la ko do nyin dila même mo dal si wili sabo nyinti ye ila hidi benna fo me ya sabo ngi dunta no ka bori NPP la molu nyin noka. This is what you will never come across or see in the UDP. Ntolu ninga kumandiroke mola kano wala kasa we kanana ali alfanya nang kumako mwele membota nang fo bolon kono ma fongola ay doku wala ke moy sama doku o pri ya jono pro ay kodo nyu soto no abe men kala no password wala sabu kabirin anata moli yala what touching story jinje. You saw how UDP militants responded kaje ko monko to put smiles on his face. So Adama Barrow ni ala NPP know that NPP be lose kan grip la NPP Gambia di woni yebo NPP dola Gambia di woni bebo kan NPP dola andu yebo NPP dola wala saw aka jare fe kamol jo 3,000 Gambian dollars pour nyin kamala ko ngo they just partake kadung NPP la ko nyi kono kataka mabe metul la do yimenke sukuta but yalon hande ma fali let's go and check the records. We have our honorable member in Sukuta, Fatucham, Honorable Fatucham. We have our chairman, Mayor Alonko. Sukuta is part of his constituency, his region. Benketa chairman Yankuba Daboti still don't lie. So Sukuta ning Combo South, Wolumu UDP la stronghold let. Walaya Sabung NPP will do everything possible to penetrate that region. But ya long come for. Demba dun call Sukutati. Sukuta mu for banko leti. Walaya Sabung NPP handing adiati ko jete meeting tan saba meeting tan nani. Wata sabla no yakarto bin Sukuta mafola. Hanni ya kele fujani sinyatan. Janem bafutala next election homa. Sukuta, they are going to decide for the UDP. They are going to decide for the United Democratic Party. Iba decide la molian. Ha! Iba decide la molian. Kole ame mbeke kan banko kan. Adama Barrow ningala masa kunda. Aningala coalition members. Yeta yerali ke sate o membe kumayaren ko sukuta benyame. Sate o membe kumayaren ko sukuta benyame. Yeta yerali ke woto. No single minister. Aning Adama Barrow fongo. Anila NPP diamulalo meni alon ko manke minister ti banko kan. Menu diamuta je ka Gambia dingol la kole akwol nyin kawol address. No single person from Adama Barrow to the last person mendi amata wodi amudulato kombo dimul bije meni alo ke be ko be NPP fasaka atole ben wo ben sifa dulato aliye sukuta la problemo kombo la problemo mu menti aliya nyaka sa bela al concentrate munekan opposition olo. This is why we've been telling Gambians ko Adama Barrow ningala masakunda imang agenda soto. The only agenda yemen soto wala munyenti ko UDP. Because Adama Barrow ya understand ko UDP coming to power in 2026 is going to reveal a whole lot of things. Corruption may ya long ko akita Adama Barrow la masakunda kono from 2016 to 2025. Because ni UDP nata with the systems that we have, the programs that we have, the 5-point agenda that we are most likely going to implement in our first year. The promises that we gave to the youth, kaje ko munko, nin nata na first year besteri mu nyintala ngalo ngadi Gambia fanikela. Nin nyunu keta no UDP la masakunda kono na first time. Adama Barrow ninga la masakunda ya lonnako. It told me the coalition partners are going to be no more in existence in Gambian politics. If at all they are going to remain relevant, is going to be only by name for possible coalitions with other political parties ni ayata nuko betenta no banko nyinga. Sukutankolu aning kombonkolu ngamera kunum fana alnya nakakarang Adama Barrow la masakunda la tamandiri nyala bag Adama la masakunda be tamandiri nyame na banko nyinka wala munyenti ko imang program soto be men sambala na banko ka bari isemune ke no puru ye Gambia dengulta yenda malu hakilolu jakaso no wala mu ibe nyateli na kafu kilina la kafu kilin wonyi dake attack kam fa membe Adama kono ngalum bag kam fa membe Adama kono ngalum bag wala mo nyenti ko kabring alaji Ousainou futata num ala residence store ay diamol menu kije wo diamol kono ay Adama Barrow nyini kamunela wala mo ko corruption o membe ke kam banko kan alaji Ousainou yo corruption o nyin ko wala fo ko ni UDP masakunda na ba ko corruption o nyin ba mutalale nga kati nga kele Adama Barrow mo la lanu mo la keno asendi Adama kupida banko la keno le kan akakata atela bungolo wala to pour nabota president yala be sila damento banko be la keno be ya lonko banko la keno long ise reserve land Adama kupida wala kan akaba la bungolo la wala to ni ayatara nungo Gambia mu Barrow kunda kewalati alaji Ousainou wala tandala alaji Ousainou put to him that nyimmanke la kenoti asendi kane la bulloje asendi is a property of the Gambia. Audit report me yalon ka fontita a massive corruption unyinta I reveal amounting to billions of Gambian dollars. And the saddest of all, wala ko involving Adama Barrow la nis abarindingo kadum corruption kono Gambia masakunda kata ka fasa kala corruption nying ala kalabante nying business nying kono Gambia masakunda lota fi ka jeko ka fasa woto. Now you see the Minister of Finance and then the Governor of the Central Bank try to come out kalafi ka kuonyinta ka doyandi wala to ka mabo Gambia de waluma. Alaji usien ni karo kan yin kuwalla Adam Barrow la masakunda but yalong Adam Barrow mbem fala sugudan ko le Gambian in general ala fangol nyin ka mune asabu kunung ay wodi amo beke yo wato beke wodi moto why didn't they respond to Alaji Usenu on I meant for about Adam Barrow molla keno asendi mune asabu Adam ma wujo moto ta ay jeita ay jabi because amal lafi al hakilo ta loru moto nya kuma kan nyin kan amal lafi aliya tara boku nyin boy tara al sondo mo kono Adama just want to create distraction. Allah saka distraction wala kamana ka mol distract pour nyin kamala ko mol se tenten ka wur kudola nganyina abe barakurul mel na banko nyin kam abe banko sabaka nyame wala asabon ate alaji Usenu jabila alaji Usenu ka yin ka damanto banko la keno kane la bulloje kana felloje ata jabin na jela ata yin ka la jela e barinde mo mona ya sabon ila masakunda yela masakunda la sembota ye barinde ngota ya ma ko business o me yalon ka manta ni silola wo business o kono Gambian nata for billions of Gambian dollars la kumalla e barinde ngo kan Adama Barrow mona ya sabu yewoke ate wo fanan jabinna ate men fanan jabinna wala mu nyenti ko audit report ay corruptional men be funtindi including the one me yalon ka be kekan recently in the office of the president in the state house munaya sabung Adama Barrow ba wodol kekan ata jamila men fana na wala mo nyenti ko the diplomatic passport scandal allegedly me yalon ko na lon ne kabe kere ne ma jela ko they start equating people like Masa Sumare because of their loyalty to NPP. But the recent one, me yalon ka fundita, alleging that more than 1,000 diplomatic passports from Adama Barrow Masakunda has been issued to the members of Macky Sall's political party and in Senegalese government. These are some of the questions, important questions of interest to every single Gambian that Alaji Usenu asks Adama Barrow and the NPP government to explain to the Gambian people. I think Kunung Adama Barrow opportunity balance to address these matters. But ati jabi nano because Adamu malafi Gambia dingoli alayin kalabantea menu beke kan la masa kunda kono ay jabi wala sabon it doesn't matter ni ye kuma fu ye Adama Barrow la masa kunda nyanta ye attack wala ye ta ye nyininka ilanyin barasi falla corruption o be mani ke ka ye misappropriation of public funds imuke jabi woltola ike jabi munala wala mu they will go personal ke attack what has Alaji Usenu ka Adama Barrow nyinin ka Gambia masa kundala kenola ko Adama kana la bunguloje akana wo kenota ayaka fansun tati wani Alaji Usenu la opposition ya wule nyosata munela alal fon nyinin ka jela miro batala no man Gambia de mo nyimmo miro di pro anyana ka mentente lafta kal sondo mo bondile e ka nyinin ka ko men kan me ya lon ko adol Gambia di mo bela sulata kalon amal lafi aliya wolon so he just want to redirect na focus on to matters many along they are senseless as Adama Barrow own thoughts nga concentrate will kan pro nga nyina ibe nyimbara pro men la ibe men ke kan nante ha Alaji Usenu ni one thing ay Adama Barrow nyin kamena is a very simple and a clear message me along ko Adama Barrow would have answered Gambian people because nyamu Gambia de wala nyin ka roti Gambia de wala be nyin ko nyin ka all the times Mustafa Bayo baraka bake la men sayang la baraka bande si la baraka Mohamed Dumo signade Mohamed be nyaadi fa wokana tata haydara baraka alaji sedi baraka bake alaji nabol mo dantal de malom nakana bari mbadi nguru ngine mu bala fatin na banko ka Ismaila Cissé begamon ko la Ismaila Cissé yalon na fo janne ko nying fondinke kalawantelo min yalon ko political party table mote koma Nimmo furu lafta ke sodo wato menna useless leaders like Adama Barrow, incompetent leaders like Adama Barrow, ilafta ka nimmo sifal sodo menna ke tala ye sabane kan ye enticed with positions and power. Ni ye wadila ye fango jawo kono aka jarawol ye ko bela la kaje ko wo palaso nyi iba protect la nyamen in the long run. Nyina kita Ismaila Sise walla ninte mu atete no sukuta mitin o kunun ateta ma bela. Nemu Ismaila Sise no sukuta mitin wata ma bela. Dalilo menti wala nyenti. Ismaila he wanted to become a presidential candidate, through Citizens Alliance. Ngala mitin doje no sukuta ka fa sukuta ko ko nin na jam balla sukuta be kala taylo lati. Aga be sukuta be kala taylo lati ka be sirin kan demul fo main highways men yalon ko be kala taylo lati. Ha be kala taylo lati. Kumong Ismaila ni am kan sukuta ni joyo moto. Ismaila be minister for 5 years. Literally barola man sakunda kono. Minister o minister ye anything somebody proposal o ni ayatra nunko wala be karta o dilata Adama Barola in that particular region Adama will implement it. Of course quality le muka sote ge because kodo nying development o ye kodo menyenin ka wo kodo nying ka be busum ne so kodo la remaining wada mara kadung development o nying kono so ka plaster just to make it look like a good project, but Akatara Abe is nonsense project. Amanke Fenti Meyalonko Akalast. Look at the roads in Jambur. Look at the roads amended Dola Elaran. Look at the roads amended is it Chanjai road mended aje. Look at Silol Betinyata just within 4 years. Silol Betinyata Kyo. Silol Betinyata Kyo. So Ismaila Sise for Sugram Kolio be Tailo Kala Labla Beto, be Sugra Bekala Karot. Ismaila be minister for 5 years. 5 years ite be minister Adam Baro la masakunda kono. Ite mang Adam Baro tano ya santano ya convince no. Pro alla masakunda ye woke. Alla masakunda ye development samba sukuta. But instead, ale munake sukuta sala jinkolu, aliela bungulu boy, aliela kenolta alkubite kang. These are just 1 year ago. So as recent as 9 months ago. Ali sukuta salagi monda reserve land sol men bege ali beta al kubita sukuta kolkang an min sukuta fondinkel keleta ali sukuta fondinkel sorom al kubita sukuta kol la no kan hani kunu al be bomito ke kan dameto sukuta la keno bala bulo kono anni sukuta fondinkel be nyola anni be dundi nyola han say wokes ning aman sedu no you guys have the audacity to go to sukuta. You don't tell Sukuta people anything other than oppositions are this, oppositions are that, oppositions are that. Gambia la coffers, Gambia la taxes, Sukuta tax menjo, woman tara malari opposition blokono. Woman juwale blokono, you ingrates many aloko kunung albelo mo jonto speaking senselessly about other Gambians many alonko. They are not in control of the Gambian taxpayers' money. If this were a UDP government, kunung kabinet tara Sukuta, we would have use that opportunity kajeko to address the youths of Sukuta because you would have imagined ko handin Sukuta funding ke longal noko ye mol body nan dulal bero ke dara ke fangaje which is okay but I would have imagined ko handin Sukuta funding ke mantara gi kunu pour ke lamoy Sukuta alpha better la gele Sukuta ala kebal better la gele MPP ko men yalon ke be Sukuta e better la gele that land problem aliyal nyaka simben alma address albe kupikan sugura keno men kan including melialon koy mu NPP ko lalti kunu ibara sugure beye I will be affected. You would have used that opportunity kunu at the podium to address the people of Sukuta and reassure them of their safety, reassure them of the safety of their lands. Tell them where ila land issue in abe muntoleto masakunda la karala abe muntoleto. What is the next step? Masakunda abe mentala Sukuta la land issue shoulder. But you did not do anything because you know what? Sukutan kolu kombon kolu. Adamaka mol mirat tole walati. Itol fongol be nyameng e camera nun ko balbe la miro tala wala nyama. Ni na te kaliyoko simply because it believes the NPP la ideology la. Ni na te lote NPP mitundula de koyko opposition kari betenne amang jangaya abetenne amang alma koy fenna. Ali nyina ye barakurung membe ka tolla ali jump with ikakumo man for yin other opposition member ma. Wala sabu kunun kabrita ta Sukuta kumman fo kumman kana fo hani nyamato muka kumo man fo Adama kalo mansakeo akalo akawala fo Ismaila Cissé wolo Ismaila Cissé atanya nakamalule purukalo sukura kunun kakuma do modol ma men yalon ko wala mu opposition members all the sukura sukuran would have asked Ismaila Cissé about those promises, remind them of the promises yemen diala. That is your damn right. These are politicians. And look at the saddest thing is Ismaila Cissé and all other young politicians and Nibe join that to the ruling government. Albe Alone, the famous phrase Mola is for the interest of the Gambia. They are joining the ruling government for the interest of the Gambia in so that they can go and then work with them. Things that are not working fine in the ruling government. Ibajela ko ila appearances, walila presence, kawol dolta ke falino and make them better for every Gambian to benefit from. But that is completely false and lie. Wala sabun ka fali that useless betrayal movement and Adam Masakunda. It's all the same thing because this is the same narrative that they all said. Ismaila Cissé and the others, they all joined in Adam Barrow for the interest of the Gambia. For the interest of the Gambia. They believe their expertise will enable them to trigger some changes, some positive changes for Gambian people to benefit from. Ibeka nyina fonye ni bejo na Adam Barrow Masakunda. But look at what is happening there. I told you, Adam Barrow Masakunda. Momo Kafale is all lie, it's all false. They just, trying to hide behind, rephrasing or continuously using the same phrase. Kaje ko Gambia will believe in diko. Momo kendo let kwela la Adam Barrow nyinkang. Probably abe kudol falinal. But look at it. My party, from my party to Dr. Ismaila Cissé to who else? Mamadou Sabali to who else? FPRC and every other person. All of them. All of them. They cannot change anything in Adama Barrow Masakunda. They cannot change anything in Adama Barrow Masakunda. They can't. But if you don't know, Fania Homolia, you can go for nothing. Sister Yara, unfortunately, mantra mobile use can mobile use can say Sab Musata no, but be computer use can so Atamuka Fonkote, Gafanyari, you request nothing. I'm going to. So I'm normal Facebook live, but I'm back in computer. So Musa the request from send nano nanjang and I don't know I will join the nyadila how else ba join la nyadila. What a problem what? Ha. So nyina mo kuwati me yalon ka be kekan atol. So grankol. Na Amadou Ba moyle Amadou Ba ate kuma jamala fo. Ha. Ba yalon nyimmolo ni be diamo le tol fon mo katara diamo kan. Ila palaso nyi wala katara diamo kan. Ninyo be diamu kan ila palaso wala katara diamu kan wala sabu kuma falabante kuma fo kuma kanafo they always go kajeko ka kuma fo meyalon kabe Adama Barrow ni ngala Masakunda please like especially in Adama Barrow besiri kuma fo ka be fo ka mol neng akola they go out ya tande ko monko they want to apologize but akamaitan ila inconsistency nyang anila lack of perfect maturity political me along ko itola balu be mo lati be men kono they still don't understand the game that they are doing but Gambia di wolun tolal mu multimedia along ko senyi barasi fanyi ka danno banko nyinka mo kendolu men be banko kan alinga mo kendol ta ngeke place kendol to na place ol men yalon ko mayata men be ko presidential be nyame kam molu ke je men yalon ko be kala mo kendol lati nyinka malako bol français mo kendol ta ke nakendi fongol la ninka molta ke president walti men yalon ko manke fenti ibe mollel nakindile fanna nimmen be do ko kal men yalon ko wol fanan le fon fen kense yata katambi itol men fon manke fenti Adam Barrow la Masakunda beten I cannot just imagine ideta sukuta fuare kunda to ideta woto ite minister mi yalon ko itel be marari dino la ko la banko kan ite mallo ite molu ke kilindi sukuta mo traditional sareret ite man lo ite mol ko kilindi woto fayde ka mol janjang kuke alka kumal fo men yalon ko am manke banko la interest banko mol la nafati je literally kunu nyen taxpayers ko do yemen betinyaaje millions and millions of Gambian dollars yemen betinya ilawo sukuta programme o nyinto aning even the post sugda program wala the pre sugda program the program obo commencé le preparation of medical logistics ko do men betinya ye banko la resources men be use banko la motolu kodolu fuelol ye men be use ani ye dinol men jo allegedly ye fongol ben be rent yewo be bondi banko la kodo kono yena nam fana yeta diamo banko moli e man kuma fo ye mem yalon ko abakala banko la nafati abakala o mol fon la nafati ala fo sukutan ko li an salaji ko li ila keno alkupita men kan liya ken nyadi ila martial men yalon ko altati la musolu nokan ali musol la bidikolu bay ali musol la bidikol ta ali be bay ali mo la bungulu bay ali musol wulindi silo kan ali kumbondi ali la bagasol ta ali be fay ala fo sukutan kolye mune wolke rakuti me yalon ka tamata gambia banko kan tell you sukutan people these things. These are some of the things that we want to know. And for the 𝒂𝒊𝒏, I think he's one of the most useless ministers May Yalongo ever held that agricultural ministry position. I have never heard the 𝒂𝒊𝒏. I have never heard the 𝒂𝒊𝒏 speaking to the Gambian farmers about I programs mensoto abe mensambaleni about I fed cool mensoro abe mensambalanas Gambia sama dokulali. The 𝒂𝒊𝒏, since he became a minister, I have never heard that dude doing such. But he is one of the most divisive politicians in that country. He is as tribalist as Talib Bensouda. The 𝒂𝒊𝒏 political and Sekumbalo. These two people, they are as tribalist as Talib Ahmed Bensouda. Just look at the way they are talking. Just look at it. They don't have any other thing to say than tribal sentiment sambana na political nyinkoro. And I will come to that point later. The reason why Ahmad Bayo this betrayal movement is a threat to NPP. The reason why he is saying that, he knows why he's saying that. He knows why he's saying that. Because they also hear words many along dakono. Betrayal movement dakono on tribal sensitive matters. Because that is the whole idea behind movement on this betrayal movement of Talib Ahmed Bensouda. The entire idea is the tribal sensitive matters. They just want to capitalize on that and then show themselves in the Gambian political scene. That's all. There is no other need. And to tell you the truth, Adama Barrow Masakunda and these people, this Talib tribal movement, they are going to be the same 6 and 9. In fact, probably Adama Masakunda might even be better than Talib betrayal movement. You know why? Because at least Adama Masakunda, those people, I believe, they have some people among who I want to believe that they have the intention to do better. They don't just have the way to do it better. Most of them, you have most of the kake, but ima alondo soto, ima fero soto, ima siro fana soto, ibakala nyame. Adamala Masakunda kono. But this other tribal movement, the betrayal movement, Talib Ahmed Bensouda, these people, they have no intention at all to do anything positive for the general Gambian people. And I say to the general Gambian people, they don't have that plan. Adamala Mansakunda is a shame, is a disgrace to decency. Barola Mansakunda is a shame to our society. And my generation, I am so shameful of young people, many are lonko. If Adamala Mansakunda kono claiming they have joined NPP Kaje Komonko to improve certain lapses, many are lonko, have been happening in NPP La Mansakunda kono since NPP came to power. You've been working as ministers, as technocrats in Barola Mansakunda kono for closer to 10 years now. Some for almost 5 years now. Almang any improvement ke Barola Masakundala in any particular way, almang any improvement ke. So Allah joining on Adama Barrow just became a burden to the taxpayers. Taxpayers are spending more and more money. Barola Masakunda is extorting Gambians billions and billions every single month. Every single month. Barola Masakunda engaging itself in illicit businesses, many alonko, everything will come to light. Barola Masakunda dadun di business kono many alonko, dunia bla dol beje ni yemuta wo business ifa la ko ke danne wala e bunki dola yefa. These are some of the things that Barola Masakunda is engaging into. And you know what I am talking about. You've all heard the story, Meyalonka Keta. The network, the cartel network, Meyalonka, is being intercepted between Liberia, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Gambia, to South America and to Europe. This is as recent as last month. Albe alon nang kamang fali. Barola Masakunda is being part of all these networks. Wala sabung kunung asalo suku da kaitan dilako yinang campaign yo hani fem atag dasala. They know where they are getting that money from. It is from our state coffers, and also most of it abeka bomuntoto the illicit business deals many alonko Barola Masakunda is engaging itself into. Ya jamala time kabra kada bonto. Kabaraketa Bonto, ya discover ye. So women discover the Bonto. Just imagine an illicit business Mayalongo is 17 times larger than Mayalonga discovered at Bonto during Jamala time. That is the allegation. It is all over there in foreign medias. Foreign medias, many Alongo investigative journalists, they have traced that network of cartel dealers from Gambia here to Liberia, Sierra Leone, some say it's Ghana, and connection is now went all the way to South America, and now the supply chain went and expanded to Europe and South Asian nations. They transported these things by sea, and most part of it is through diplomatic means. Ningala diplomats are traveling. Ningala diplomats are traveling. They try to, go with some of these supplies to their suppliers. So not every country where Barona Masakunda travel they go there to represent the Gambia. Some of their trips they can organize for the sake of using a particular business trip or particular diplomatic mission, but in Menkatanola Wolukumayata. I'll kill our suitcase bal many muka check airports because they go through diplomatic channels. Member so that's where they are. So Baro is literally putting our country at ransom. By the time Adam Barola Masakunda Bolage, most of these networks they are all going to be revealed. Network Bowolanyama. You have journalists, you have Interpols, many alunko, they are tracing these networkings. Akabana muntolo to akata muntolo to akadunyadi la kakenyadi. So if these young people, many alonko, they claim to love the Gambia, working in Adamabarola Masakunda Kono, and are privy to all these allegations many alonko before Adamabarola Masakunda Kono, and couldn't do anything about them, they don't have the guts Kajekomunko to come and talk to the Gambian people about rubbish. We have more, pressing issues. Gambian will be interested in men to better the lives of ordinary Gambians, the poor Gambians. Gambians just want to have a better living condition in that country, and this is what NPP Lamasakunda couldn't provide for the Gambian people for the past 10 years. Balunya kendo dama adamala Masakunda for sanjitang amakeno. Ngal nyininka kukule na jam. Al fenkilim fanya barola Masakunda kabringa nada. Ay adama baro yela hido men bedi balunya nyimala banko nyinga. Lafta mo kilin yep fenkilin to fanya me yalon ko bring adama baro la Masakunda nada wala dai kita. Fenkiling al fenkiling to fanya me yalon ko adama baro la Masakunda me yalon ko wala dai jiraji. Everything prices are escalating. This is what concerns the Gambian people, and not oppositions cannot do this. Oppositions cannot do this. It is so shameful. Kamo ifanko ruling government kafoko oppositions imantal makoila no fenna. More kana mo menjo wumaka di opposition blokan. Ni left kawalam. Give chances to the opposition and see how they are going to, react on Gambian Zola need Sola. Then after that, you are at liberty to crucify them. Gambia di mulu nyimmo tanta wala timbe tu lokan. Nyimbe ay maytandi, kunun mitin ay maytandi wala munyenti ko. Masakunda kalabanti le bambulo kono me yalon ko. Makalafi Gambia di mulu aliyeto nyalong. Sugudan kolu bring Adama Baro nata Allah sate kono kunum. Ndenga mira sugudan menumbe MPP. Musa Jumala form, Mununja woman come to Congo, Malon Yadi la form, men come to chimpanzee, apes. Ndenga mira wulen nyan na kage ko sukutan koli adamanyi nin kaila kenola salaji kenola mune asabu yeta mune asabu ikubide la kenol ka mune asabu yela fondin kel soro. And one important question left like a put to the Gambian people. The paramilitaries many alonko Adama Barola Masakunda allegedly shot them and killed them. That incident happened in Sukuta, almost 2.5 years ago. The paramilitaries many alonko allegedly Adama Barola Masakunda killed them. They killed them to put the blame on oppositions when we were about to face the election 2021. The allegations are that Adama Barola Masakunda planned it and they killed them. That's why still now 𝒂𝒊𝒏 is going to be free because there is no evidence. They lied to the Gambian people. They lied. They put on false narratives and allegations on people many alonko. They don't even know anything about it. For instance, they said 𝒂𝒐𝒊𝒏, the 𝒂𝒊𝒏 was part of 𝒂𝒐𝒊𝒏 team. This was from a government minister. Well, Asabu Molia assume and then the assumptions are that everything was pre-planned. Everything has been pre-planned. So they lied to the Gambian people that 𝒂𝒊𝒏 was part of Brikama Area Council security team. He was present in 𝒂𝒐𝒊𝒏 court trials. He was present there. This was said by a state minister. They said they have gotten a shoe. Samotome Yalonko allegedly 𝒂𝒊𝒏 na samotolemu I meant to crime scene nyento. They also alleged that ye kido mutabulo kano le kido me yalonko I will use kabundro kala. All these things came to be false. Samotoni manki 𝒂𝒊𝒏 saisti according to Yemenfonye court testimonies. Samotoni 𝒂𝒊𝒏 hanado ko mata dunano fenta for samotoni na doya. That was a lie. 𝒂𝒊𝒏 being part of Kiaman Yankuba Dabola team, that was a lie. 𝒂𝒊𝒏 is never part of Brikama Area Council security team. 𝒂𝒊𝒏 was not in that court proceedings of Yankuba Dabo. 𝒂𝒊𝒏 is not even a UDP member. He said his entire family plus himself are APRC members. So Albajalako, the entire allegation Yamela 𝒂𝒊𝒏 was false and was lie. They just want to hide their trails. But a baby na funtila na bantajan lumbina lambalon na jumala fa yunfa. Ya jamme oya wol kabiri ka ganin rubun ke bun kido la ke kolong ke jolong wo kolong kono. Moma lon nun ko bawol belo na ye bun le jumala ye samba ye kiling bunda bang ye bun kidi nyadi la. We never thought like we were going to know all these things. Adama Barrow sukuran ko ya disable kunun to respect them enough kafoyeko who killed those paramilitaries. Is it the MPP government as allegations holds MPP government NPP Adama Barrow Masakunda allegedly shot and killed those paramilitaries, those innocent young Gambian men. These are some of the things that we expected Adama Barrow Masakunda would have addressed. A president must be a responsible leader. You cannot just be everything, Tom, Dick and Harry. A leader must be a responsible person who, wherever and whenever you speak, you inspire people. Many are you should inspire people. The Gambians are mourning. Sukutarians are mourning. Sukutarians are sad on so many different atrocities committed by Adama Barrow Masakunda. So many pains, many are committed on them by Adama Barrow Masakunda, and nothing has been done about it. Yet Adama Barrow Masakunda, the group of Lefus had the audacity to go to Sukuta and insult the entire Gambians to mislead us once more. That is their intention. Tell Gambian people who killed those paramilitaries, those young men, who killed them. Eko Adama Barrow inila Masakunda atole wodini multa aliye bunkido aliye fa muntolo to suguta sate okono. kono ite ka wo sukuta sato kono mitingola e man kuma soto e man kuma soto be mun fala sukutan koliye e man gambia la nyaata kuma soto be mun fala sukutan koliye foy ko ta munafo alaji usenu betene alaji usenu betene alaji usenu betene alaji usenu yinen ka men na wo jaabe sukutan koliye bang gambia la keno muna sabu yata sukutan kol la keno muna sabu ni la masakunda al kupita kan sukutan kol la marsol muna sabu ni la masakunda aliye be bay sukutan kol la bungol muna sabu aliye bay. This is what Alaji Usain Adama Barrow Kamenda. But you say cowards. You see people many alonko they are fake. You see leaders many alonko they are incompetent. You see leaders many alonko they are not transparent. You see leadership many alonko they are trying to do everything possible to deny Gambian people from accessing truth and information. Adama Barrow Masakunda cannot answer questions. Alaji Usain Mukunda Dabo Ayanyin Kamenda. Anu Gambia dungul besulari wallal Gambia la keno mu Gambia la kenoti amanke adama fatati amanka batati amanke barokunda keti Gambia la tam so ning yo keno nyenta ko be kupila Gambian people deserve to know the truth. Gambian ko la keno ale bato ngamuruna I'll hold on a bit better birola na fengana just few seconds mina. Badingol aning bading sudang kol musa suso abaraka bagi yo Ray Brown exactly. Exactly, these are the people. You see, these are the people. So Adamo Barrow e hayi Gambia dingolunya sukutan kolunya atol kombong kolu anyala. Adamaina ayin kuba kutangol fo alla kombo banko nyinka. Ayatara kol beje ay menu kali ay menu kala. Amas atol jabila de. Dola alfa ayanyin nka kumakangol mela atol jabila. Ay men fo wo mo kuntando wo jamfala dola kuwoto. I have no business with that. Whatever he told those betrayer movements, I have no business with that because to me, Adama is even better than those people. They are 6 and 9. Talib la jamfa kafo ay memfo wolma woman ken na business ti falfata France ani wol bemu kilingolati atal fon fisata woti domandi. Adama Barrow e ku jawo membela komonkolo kan atol komonkolo. Adama e ku kurungu membela atol komonkolo kan ku jawo jikanta yato ka kupi alla dingol kan al kelu kan alla dindingol kan kampan dingol kan ke sorong simply because ila keno ila taka wala defend tumome yalo ko NPP la kalabante kafo Adama Barrow la kalabante masakunda kafo nada pour ka jeko kawolta ka kupi alla kenol kan ke wafing and do yalo ne the saddest thing Gambia what is happening that many people do not know most of the state reserve lands Adama Barrow la masakunda ketale allocate them to foreigners people many alonko they are from other parts of the world simply because they have a business tie with Adama Barrow as a person, well, to one of Adama Barrow business partners. just because a particular person has that business relationship with me as a person, where sabung ka bankola kenu tanka diala simply because ika sanne ning bankola kenu ning let's say 2 million namo, you requested let's say 7 million from that person. As a businessman, as a wise person, as a wise foreigner residing in the Gambia, he's going to think twice. Yes, so it worth it. I sacrifice Ayasang and then institute his business there. So literally this is what is going to happen in the Gambia. And by the great Labakel, in London, most of the institutions, most of the businesses, most of the mega businesses, many alonko, they are going to be in our TDA regions, are going to be owned by multi-billionaire foreigners. Many alonko, but now from India and from Turkey, because these are the well-known countries. Many alonko, they are now capitalizing on the useless institution we call a government we have been. So ñillun tawol be capitalize ka ñinka ne ka jeko ka kene ba ka tawol sanna TDA regions. Now imagine one of the biggest sources of revenue me yalon ka kasoto banko kan wala munti tourism thing. What tourism ning another banko kan, we are now heading to a point that Gambia can have like millions of tourists every season, but Gambia will never realize any benefit from that tourism. And ask me why. Nin tourism nata. Ordinarily, hotels that we have, like Senegambia Beach Hotel, Baobab and Coco Ocean and the others, most of these, they have Gambian shareholders or entirely Gambian owned. Ning yin doli yin kenol yin besang, if they move Kanyam and they're going to at some point, buy all these other bigger hotels in the Gambia. Ni based on what is going to happen. So this will be na handing to this handing a million floods of season or season kono. To this will nina de kela da melto kodo nying abedu na nying foreign block kono say batalale yata with foreign currency ya sambela banko kan. Ika domorol men domo abekalito domorol ti ya wafima wokodo ya sang ay kaya nila Gambian dala sola nidol ba sambala ya sambari na na foreign currency da ya be samba. So literally, bankola kuokatala ay kolea kuke. We're going to be in massive shortage of foreign currency. Gambia any benefits in tourism anymore. The next line of action is going to be the criminal government is going to look into ways the Gambia again to further exploit us. And this is what is happening in Adama Barrow Masakunda. You see, most of these so-called multi-millionaires, most of them yela own Funko Lesotho Gambia and within our TDA regions. No smart banko kake ila TDA area ke wafin lunton ma foreign alba. And we have this reliable information ko. Most of these so-called multi-millionaire businessmen, many along or foreign backgrounds, most of them, ibe banko nyen kanne. But in network women fale the Sierra Leone, Liberia, South America, and Asian network through Gambia. Most of these businessmen, look at, there is a businessman may science and ala is under investigation both in Gambia and in Apangobata Bankomento because money laundering. Ni network bagasol taye working, let's say South America. Wala ka kodo nyin tanang ay kodo nyin londa to the Gambia pray for Adam Baro wala masakundama because managara ay business o register Gambia so gajala ko bunko business transaction wala mati. But kung nga file the Interpols and so many interested partners bolel katara nyuno kan so ila kuja mabije kay muka mabono Adam Baro ba wala Gambia masakunda watu watila wallahi gina do beddin ko lesin ka junubota ka bade 2026 nak alingam pare ba alingam pare 2026 kama bake. It's not going to be easy, but we are going to win. We are going to win 2026 bari atasone yala diasporans alinga kata nga register ngata nga karte nyum fay ninta nga register dala nga karte fay na karte boxol mfangol ngi muta mfangol nga kanta momo ibata dawo dara ni yela sate o lonne alla karte boxo aliya kanta nga wulol muta nga bodal muta. It's going to be a 1 week thing, and we are going to do it. But nobody will come from Casamas to come and vote in the Gambia. More Fantabola Senegal Bolanyama Casama and Gambia. Pastef is going to work hand in glove with the Gambia. Casamas authorities are going to work hand in glove with the Gambia. But we are also going to play our part. As citizens and as a political party, we are also going to play our part. Kajako, many Yalonko are eligible to vote, only voted. Jang dong kan pambatan di kadre file jang. Mumake pambatan di kadre file jang. Because he kala ne manke banku dimoti. Fonin tumo me Yalonko e qualify ta pour kadre file. Nteta le fo tumo me Yalonko nat start ka kadre file jang. Janning ka qualify ka kadre file. Ufongo e ke notify le ko you are qualified pour kadre file sa. Barende janni kan degara fottu mo yalon ko notification o natan kan nan janko mun ko sakato fayno janne nene malon fong ila carte fa ka wati jumal because it never bothers me, it never concerns me. Nibe wandia, that is how you have to behave. Nibe wandia e ka behave wala nyama. We are not going to sit by and allow Adama Barrow ngala Nsakunda ye foreign registration okay bantala wole nana yendum ye 4 coming 2021. I will tell you this, 2021 waketale jama bafon waketale ajama ba men yalo ko ye molo bonni na bantala e dunta na Gambia kono ye 4 do dunta na ni katonna do dunta na ni jara somala ukia mafon la do dunta na ni badibula mafon la not bank region aketale ajama ba katam aketale wala sa bu député 4 temo nga make sure ko mun ko ngi stop nga motol londi motol kana dong, and thanks to those comrades many alonko they sacrificed and manifested their patriotism to the Gambian people until most of those areas many alonko they prevented foreigners from entering and infiltrating our election system. Most of those areas oppositions won. Imagine if Molu Wolma was sacrificing, what is going to happen there? So it was only through fraud Adama Barrow Masakunda won 2021 election. Believe it or not, it was only through fraud. Now last message, I'm going to send it to somebody who I respected so badly, so dearly. Now long, but you know when it comes to politics, especially in Patiola UDP la, and in the leadership la, we have no friends. When it comes to UDP, we have no friendship because we are very, very dedicated to change this country. So any fallacious allegation, we respond to you. For today, I just want to send a message to Mr. Bojang, Lamin Bojang, former GDC executive, now on Adama Barrow. Mr. Bojang, I have read your pieces, Yemen Safi, directed to our chairman, Yankuba Dam. Kawaringa Karang, I felt so sad because I know, Ko, you don't even believe in what you are saying there. If it comes to transparency, you don't even believe in that. You were at GDC for how many years? All of a sudden, you jumped the ship and joined Adama Barrow Masakunda. After jumping Adama Barrow Masakunda, immediately then, that is when you realized that there were problems in the West Coast region. When you were in GDC, Sirfo Sonko Beje and every other person Beje, I have never heard you speaking about Brikama Area Council or West Coast region, how it concerns you. Now, I can already foretell where you are coming from and where we are going to meet you head to head. Where we are going to hit you head to head. Nalandako, Brigama Area Council, Wopala Sonying. You joined NPP probably through Wopala Sonyin Nella. Ibajala Council election, then you can buy for it since you are from West Coast region, Brikama. But until then, let's continue to show respect to people who deserve. Yankuba Dabo Bedo who make a West Coast region as a resident of West Coast region. If you cannot thank Yankuba Dabo, stop insulting yourself. Because Ilasa Faro the Yemen Foje, that was that, that was a self-mockery. That was a self-mockery, Mr. Boya. That was a self-mockery. You are just telling people how dishonest you could be. Iti along Yankuba Dabo be document. Nto bebe brikama le benga alone ko brikama be no nyamen ani brikama be nyame bi ona yikiama Yankuba Dabo la doko nyukora. West Coast be nyame bi. What business do you have to do with Yankuba Dabo? Ni Ayatala Nunko. Yankuba Dabo is campaigning for UDP. Are you not also campaigning for UDP? And you are trying to be recognized by MPP. You are also trying to be recognized by MPP. That is why you dump Mama Kande. Now, to be recognized by MPP, you must go that low. I know. And ibitala low, far, far, far more than the level you are today. MPP level one. But this is a warning and this is a brotherly advice to you. As a senior man, somebody I respected so much. But that is not going to deter us from responding swiftly. Tomorrow, you put any allegation on our leadership. No, we will not take that. So, this is just a warning to our comrade, my own senior, he is. Gambia dingolu nakacha mbada na damento Adamu Barola Masakunda ala benyota aliakati. Alinga pareka Adamu Barola Masakunda ka benyokati. Kerangolu aliyejela kerangolu nyingol be jamfare nyame sai. Imalafi yaba nyimpala soto de. Ibondo to soni ala nyimpala soto de. Ibondo bokole ala bake nyimpala soto de. But together we can do it as Gambians, and together we can trigger that positive change Gambia needs in 2026. Gambia needs in 2026. Ala barka bake be kachanying mbadan na jannato. Be patiola alpha kontona na kacha dati wadi follow man konton duro fon keno je cause I was busy kana audio nyinda ka check. Ka patiola alpha ka konton bengketa alaji useno num kunda dabotis ka duai fo ala sasu sima yala ani jati kende aningala executive for be ala deputy lu aning other executives. Aning ka duan na patio fani for 2026 ala se ake ngake ala manta ben kafo kono ka jeko ka Gambia dingul meta ka men kumbu pour nyin kamala ko se kende kafo sodo membe marla Gambia la kuala ala se na patiota aya choose aya ke wo kafoti membe marla Gambia la 2026 Gambia dingul fana fo ala sal sondo molta ke faling men yalon ko sonde mi jawo balla wala sonde me jawo ben toli menula katre fayo watu muganje no katara menje ka wala mu opposition furi wala to ruling government furi wala e ka kubaka mo men fo nyawo ka sabu na karte o a janata damento mukake je fo ala se albe tanka wo masi bola sentano la kuwata ala nga ka kilinti nga adama la masakunda bondi nga banko di alfa la memmo ala di usenu mukunda daboti ate banko la nafruta la banko sede da beto yala dingol se nafa e fongo se nafa hani dingol men ma wulu folo wol fongo la nafa nyin ase programme ala di usenu masakunda kono ngani ne soto be mem fala bi sibitola atolu jiberlan sal be konton Ray Brown Mariama Diallo ngal be konton bake Pablo YG Ratel nge konton Sister Jaray abarka bake nge konton bake atol men be Facebook batol la sol jibe kantende jude jebi abarka bake jajusi abarka bake alma alay frajo jajusi banni sisi abarka bake bade tata hawa abarka bake Muhammad Mundo sinyate Muhammad abarka bake alaji Seydi abarka bake jere fadira abarka bake kafu sajang abarka bake fonkoto tol men be other platforms Sadio Fadira abarka bake ngi konton Sadio Lamin Sanyang ngi konton bake Muhammad Bajo abarka bake Mustafa Daw abarka bake ngal beten to ngal be jay ala barka bake ala barka bake fo wati ko ten nimborun tan jang inshallah alama tilo to diala mo be wati kono di be suto kono alama suto to diala ni so mandala mo alama alla tilo nyin to diala ala barka bake assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh